Function handler is a way of exposing Python code as a microservice. And the way we do that is by, on the IDE, adding a microservice called function handler and specifying any endpoint. So let's say we will create a random number generator, and this will run the result and return the result of the expression, let's say random dot randint of 0 comma 100. So that's going to return a random number between 0 and 100. Let's save that. The function handler has been added, and let's take a quick look at the output. That gives us the result 45. Let's reload the page. 21, 80. It keeps serving up random numbers between 0 and 100. You can here write your own Python files and expose those as functions. So for example, let's go to the editor and we'll create a function that calculates the totals. So let's create a calculations.py, and this has a function, we'll call it total, that takes any set of items. So let's say I can have total of a comma b, or even multiple items. So let's say star items. And what we will do is return the sum of all of these items. Now, the items may be values that are integers, they may be floats, they may be strings, and they may be numbers that are passed as strings. So to be on the safe side, what we'll do is convert all of the items to float, looping through the item within items. Now, let's quickly test that. We'll say Python from calculations import total, and we say total of 30, 40, 50. That gives us 120 as a floating point number. Now, what we're going to do is use this function in our handler. Let's go back to the handler and take the microservice with the function handler. And instead of random.randint, we will see calculations.total automatically exposed here because it reads all the Python files and the functions within that and allows us to enter the value. Now out here, we can pass the values that we want. Let's say we want to add up 10, 20, 30, or just 10 and 20 for now. Save it, and that has been edited. Let's go to the output, and this was called /random, reload random, that returns 30.0. This response is returned as a HTML file, and we can confirm that by looking at the network tab. We'll see that /random is actually being generated as text/HTML. So let's change that. We'll go to the headers and specify that the content type is, let's say, text/plain instead of text/HTML. Save that, and now let's reload this. You'll firstly see that the font has changed a bit. It's monospace, and you'll see that the content type is now text/plain. So with this, what we've done is exposed pretty much any arbitrary Python code in the form of a web-based interface.